In the bustling heart of downtown, nestled between towering skyscrapers, was a small, unassuming diner called the Corner Nook. It was the kind of place that smelled perpetually of coffee and bacon, a haven for the hurried and the lonely. And at the heart of the Corner Nook was Clara, a waitress whose smile was as warm as the coffee she poured. Her days were a blur of rushed orders and fleeting faces, but there was one face that had become a constant, a quiet anchor in her chaotic world. His name was Arthur. At least, that's what he'd told her once. He was an old man, his face a roadmap of wrinkles, his clothes simple and worn. Every day, at precisely 3 p.m., he would shuffle in, take the corner booth by the window, and order the same thing: a cup of black coffee and a slice of apple pie. He never spoke much, just a quiet nod and a soft "thank you" when Clara served him. The other staff and even some regulars often overlooked him. They saw a frail, poor old man who was probably just looking for a warm place to sit for an hour. Whispers would follow him. He's probably homeless, or wonder if he can even afford that pie. But Clara saw something different. She saw a gentle soul with kind eyes that held a universe of stories. She made it her mission to treat him with the utmost respect and warmth. "Here you are, Arthur," she'd say, placing his order down carefully. "Fresh pot of coffee, just for you, and the pie is extra warm today." She'd linger for a moment, asking about his day or commenting on the weather, even if his response was just a quiet hum. She'd refill his coffee without him asking, and sometimes when her manager wasn't looking, she'd slip an extra scoop of vanilla ice cream next to his pie on the house. Arthur never said much, but his eyes would crinkle at the corners in a silent smile. He watched Clara as she gracefully navigated the busy diner, handling a demanding customer with patience, comforting a crying child with a kind word, and always with that genuine warmth. He saw her struggles too, the frayed edges of her uniform, the tired look in her eyes after a double shift, the way she'd discreetly check her phone, likely for messages from the babysitter for her young son. One rainy afternoon, the diner was unusually quiet. Arthur sat in his usual booth, staring out at the rain-streaked window. Clara approached, her footsteps soft. "It's really coming down out there, isn't it?" she said gently. For the first time, Arthur looked up and truly met her gaze. "It is," he said, his voice raspy from disuse. "It reminds me of a long time ago." Slowly, hesitantly, he began to talk. He told her about his late wife, Eleanor, and how they used to love dancing in the rain. He spoke of a life filled with love, adventure, and then profound loneliness after she was gone. He had no children, no family left to speak of. Clara listened, her heart aching for him. She didn't offer empty platitudes, she just listened, her presence a comforting balm. From that day on, their 3 p.m. meetings became less about coffee and pie and more about shared stories and quiet companionship. Weeks turned into months. The bond between the young waitress and the old man deepened. He became the grandfather she never had, and she, the daughter he always wished for. She'd tell him about her son, Leo, and his latest drawing from school. Arthur, in turn, would offer quiet, sage advice that always seemed to be exactly what she needed to hear. He was her calm in the storm of single motherhood and mounting bills. Then, one day, Arthur didn't show up at 3 p.m., or the next day, or the day after that. A cold knot of worry tightened in Clara's stomach. She had no way to contact him, no last name, no address. All she could do was watch the corner booth, hoping to see his familiar figure shuffle through the door. But it remained empty. A week later, a man in a sharp suit walked into the diner. He looked completely out of place. He walked straight to Clara. "Are you Clara?" he asked, his tone formal. Clara nodded, her heart pounding. "I am the attorney for Mr. Arthur Pendleton," he said. "I'm afraid I have some sad news. Mr. Pendleton passed away peacefully in his sleep 3 days ago." The world seemed to tilt on its axis. Tears welled in Clara's eyes. Her friend, her quiet confidant, was gone. The attorney continued, his voice softer now. Mr. Pendleton spoke of you often. He considered you the kindest person he had ever met. He then handed her a thick envelope. He left this for you. He insisted I deliver it personally. Clara's hands trembled as she opened it. Inside was a letter written in a shaky but elegant script. My dearest Clara, it began. If you are reading this, then my time has come. For the last year, you have shown me a kindness I thought had vanished from this world. You saw a man, not a wallet. You gave me your time and your heart, the most valuable things a person can give. You reminded me of my Eleanor. The letter went on to explain that Arthur Pendleton was not the poor man everyone assumed he was. He was the founder of a major tech firm, a man of immense wealth who had stepped away from it all after his wife's passing, disillusioned with a world that seemed to value money over people. He had spent his final years searching for one person who was genuinely good, someone worthy of the legacy he had built. You, my dear Clara, are that person, the letter concluded. I have no family, and no one is more deserving. I have left everything to you. The house, the company, all of it. Give your son the life you've worked so hard for. Don't be sad for me. My last year was my happiest. All thanks to a waitress with a heart of gold and a warm slice of apple pie. With love, Arthur. Inside the envelope were documents, deeds, and account numbers that confirmed the unbelievable truth. Clara sank into the empty corner booth, Arthur's booth, tears of grief and disbelief streaming down her face. Her life, and her son's life, had been changed forever, not by a stroke of luck, but by a simple act of kindness. In a world that so often rushes past the quiet and the unassuming, Clara had stopped, and in doing so, had found a friendship and a future she never could have imagined. Kindness is a currency that never loses its value. You never know whose life you might change with a simple, genuine act of compassion. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that we hope will brighten your day. See you in the next video.